You look fine, you smile, you work, but inside, your mind is fighting a silent war. These are the 5 signs of anxiety you might be ignoring. Imagine a calm surface of a lake at dawn. A single stone breaks the glassy water, sending ripples in every direction. That stone is your hidden anxiety, small, almost invisible, yet its effects radiate sinisterly through every part of your life. You greet coworkers with a bright face. You tackle your to-do list without complaint. Yet beneath it all, there's a tremor you can't quell. Today, we'll shine a light on 5 markers of that tremor, 5 signs you just can't ignore any longer. Laura looked like she had it all together: partner, friends, a successful job. But inside, something felt broken. Every night ended in silent tears. Picture Laura's life for a moment. On Monday, she presented a flawless slide deck in a boardroom. On Wednesday, she joined her friends for cocktails, laughing at inside jokes. By Friday evening, she lounged on her couch, phone face down, tears dripping onto the coffee table. She had climbed every hill the world asked of her: a loving relationship, social approval, financial stability. Yet at night, she felt hollow. The silence echoed with questions she couldn't answer. Why doesn't joy fill me? Why can't I turn off this ache? Your life may not mirror Laura's exactly, but her story echoes in countless bedrooms when the lights go out. Anxiety can hide behind every success, every social post, every smile. You can't stop thinking. Your mind replays everything 100 times. And still, there's no relief. Your mind becomes a recording on endless loop. That comment you made in the meeting, that text you sent at midnight, that awkward pause in conversation. Replay, rewind, analyze, judge, and start again. Imagine trying to rest, but your brain won't hit pause. You've tried background noise, you've tried meditation apps, and yet the same thoughts keep sneaking back in. It's like having an overprotective parent who can't let you go, whispering worst-case scenarios. Did I say goodbye properly? What if they think I'm weird? What if today is the day everything falls apart? This rumination isn't just exhausting, it's corrosive. It chips away at your confidence, creating space for fear to flourish. And as you find no solace, you begin to believe there's something inherently wrong with you, when in reality, your brain is behaving exactly as it was built to, protecting you from threats, real or imagined. Your body says what your mouth doesn't: tight neck, locked jaw, back pain. Your nervous system is stuck in alert mode. Walk through your day and notice your posture. Are your shoulders hunched? Do you unconsciously clench your jaw? Perhaps you wake up with stiffness in your neck or tension headaches that no ibuprofen seems to fix. These are your body's red flags, your physical form telling you, hey, something's off. When anxiety sets in, your fight or flight response triggers a cascade. Cortisol surges, muscles tense, heartbeat accelerates. Your body becomes a fortress on high alert, even when danger is only in your mind. You might push through it thinking, this is just stress, I can handle it. But over weeks and months of constant vigilance, your muscles scream, your spine rebels, and you start to believe pain is the price you simply pay for living. You're surrounded by people, but feel completely alone. You smile, but nothing feels real. Think of a crowded room full of chatter and laughter. You exchange greetings, contribute to the banter, even provoke a few laughs. Yet, right beneath your mask, you feel disconnected, untethered from the scene. Your own emotions feel distant, like watching a film in another language without subtitles. This emotional loneliness is one of the cruelest facets of anxiety. You long for connection, for the reassurance of shared experience. Yet anxiety builds walls faster than you can tear them down. Smiling becomes a performance, small talk, an obligation. And every time you pretend everything's okay, you drift further from the reality you crave: genuine, effortless belonging. Small things push you over the edge. You explode, cry, then apologize. You're stuck in reaction mode. Picture this: a friend sends you a text that reads, "Call me when you can." Their tone is neutral, yet in your mind, it's loaded. You imagine it's bad news. Your pulse spikes. Later, they call, ask a simple question, and you snap at them. Instantly, regret seeps in, and your voice trembles as you whisper, "I'm sorry." These outbursts aren't you at your worst. They're your nervous system, fighting for release. Anxiety acts like a pressure cooker. Add heat, and steam must escape somewhere. Often it escapes as tears, a raised voice, or shutting down completely. You apologize, you make amends, and you swear you'll be better. But until the underlying tension finds healthier outlets, the cycle repeats, leaving you exhausted and frustrated by your own reactions. You fall asleep exhausted, but between 2 and 4 a.m., you wake up. Thoughts flood in. Fear, tension, it doesn't stop. The day leaves you physically depleted. You crave rest. But the night is prime time for anxiety to swoop in. Between 2 and 4 in the morning, when the world holds its breath, your thoughts take flight. What if I've ruined tomorrow? What if I lose control? What if I can't handle what's coming? Lying there in the darkness, you feel abandoned by peace. The longer you stare at the ceiling, the more impossible sleep becomes. And when that alarm finally shakes you awake, you carry the residue of midnight fears into the morning, groggy, tense, and bracing yourself for the day's next battle. Anxiety isn't weakness, it's your system in survival mode. Your primal brain acts like danger is everywhere. Let's clear one myth right now. Anxiety isn't a moral failing. It isn't a sign you're inadequate or lazy. It's a biological response programmed into you long before modern stressors existed. Your brain, an ancient organ, interprets emotional pressures through the same lens it once used to detect predators. Emails, social media, deadlines, in survival mode, these look like threats. So, don't rage at yourself for feeling anxious. Instead, thank your brain for trying to keep you safe. Then, teach it the difference between now and prehistoric danger. Through understanding comes control. You feel anxious, react poorly, feel guilty, judge yourself, more anxiety. A vicious loop. Visualize that cycle as a hamster wheel. Each step feeds the next, and you never escape. First, the anxious thought, then a reaction you regret, then self-criticism, then more anxiety. Round and round you go. To break free, you need one crucial ingredient: awareness. Catch yourself at any point in the loop. Notice the thought, pause before reacting, then choose a kinder response. Whether it's a deep breath, stepping away for a moment, or reminding yourself, I'm not this, I'm learning. It's not just about positive thinking or meditating for 2 hours. It's about releasing accumulated tension with simple, real techniques. Yes, reframing negative thoughts and mindfulness help. But if your life has been a pressure pot for months or years, you need more than mental pep talks. You need movement, expression, grounding. Try shaking out your limbs like a dog shakes off water. Feel your feet against the ground. Do a 60-second wall push-up to ignite your muscles. Call a friend and vent aloud, not for advice, but to be heard. These micro actions crack the armor of tension and remind your system that right now it's safe to relax. Write down everything you can't say. Read it out loud, burn it, let go. Give yourself permission to feel without judgment. Here's an exercise you can do tonight. Grab a notebook, write the unspoken words, anger, fear, regret, in unfiltered detail. Use strong language if you feel it. Pour it out, then read it back, out loud, in your bedroom. Finally, tear out the pages and burn or shred them. As the paper turns to ash, picture those thoughts leaving your body. Breathe deeply. Tell yourself, I am allowed to feel. I am not my thoughts. I am enough. This ritual isn't magical, but it is ritualized release, and your mind and body will thank you. Your anxiety doesn't define you. It's a message you haven't heard yet. If this video spoke to you, open the first box. Start your rebirth. Think of anxiety as a messenger knocking at your door, not an enemy to vanquish. What is it trying to tell you? Perhaps you need boundaries, rest, more connection, or professional support. Listening is the first act of courage. If these words resonated, take one small step today. Open that first box. Whether it's a box on your schedule for a walk, a box in your calendar for therapy, or a mental box for self-compassion, open it. Your journey to rebirth begins with that single action. And remember, you are not alone. You are human, you are learning, and you are worthy of the peace you seek.